Hi everyone, it's Robyn from Divine Guidance, and I'm coming to you guys today for our daily card pick of the day. I want to wish everybody a super Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and I hope everybody's like really celebrating with their family and enjoying their time together, because that's really what Christmas is about, right? It's not about, what we've been led to believe Christmas is about. It's not about the gifts and how much we spend and putting ourselves in debt. To get everybody like those gifts that they absolutely want. It's really not about that. It's about tradition and spending time with family and loving each other and all of that good stuff, right? So I hope everybody is just like relaxed, having their like dinner together and enjoying each other's company and loving each other, because that's really the message of Christmas, right? And I find like the card that I picked today is so interesting because I just made a tea. Bengal spice tea from Celestial Seasonings. This stuff is the best. I suggest it. They should pay me for that. Yeah. So on the subject of Christmas and families and being together and loving each other and stuff like that, the card that I chose today was super interesting because it came out, well, the way that it came out in reverse. So of course that has a different message, which we'll talk about for sure. But the card that I received is the Empress. So the Empress is a major arcana. The Empress is basically the mother. So it's the mother card of the tarot. So when the Empress card shows up in a reading, right away I know that there's something to do with the mother. Of course, it depends what's around this card. What if I'm reading for a specific person? There could be like issues, or there could be happiness, or it depends on the card that's surrounding. But today it came out like this. So to me, there's a kind of like blockage with the mother. So for the people that are watching this video, who this video is intended for, there is some type of blockage with the mother energy. So this card is really saying it's time to reflect on your relationship with your mother. How is the relationship with your mother? Are you angry at her? Are you hurt by her? Are you holding resentments because of things that have happened with her? Are there ties that bind that are unhealthy? Is there an unhealthy attachment? Do you feel that a lot of your decisions in life are influenced by her? Do you feel that a lot of the things that you choose for yourself, you think, like, even for me, like a lot of the time I'll think, I would really like to do this, or I would really like to be that, or I would really like to change this or whatever. And then like unconsciously, it almost like happens so quickly because me and my mother are so close. I'll think to myself, oh, my mother wouldn't like that. Or I'll think to myself, oh no, she'll be like super upset about that. Or I'll think of an idea or whatever, and I'll think like, well, I can never tell my mother that because she wouldn't go for that at all. She's gonna like put it down or whatever. And in reality, it's my life and it's your life, and we have to make our own adult decisions. And a lot of the things that we're carrying along with us, sometimes I'll think, my mother, she won't like something or she won't support something or whatever, and then actually I'll get up the courage to like bring her whatever it is, and she's like totally supportive of it. Sometimes not. But a lot of the times, a lot of it is like my fear of like what her reaction about it. When in reality, whatever her reaction is about it, I need to follow my own intuition. I need to follow my own truth. I need to live my own life, just like she lived her own life, just like I have no say in the decisions that she makes for herself. After a certain age, we have our own decisions to make for ourselves. So I think that's really the message of the card today with the Mother in reverse. To examine the relationship with the Mother. Is there stuff? Is there resentment? Is there misunderstandings? Is there fears? Is there stuff that's holding us back when it comes to our mother? Because of course our mother is a huge influence in our lives, and it really does have an effect on our everyday decisions. Almost all of us, I could say really all of us. Anybody who, and sometimes, like I saw in one person's reading, I did a reading for somebody, a personal reading not that long ago, and I saw the mother influence in a negative way, and she says, well, that's not possible because my mother had passed away. My mother has passed away, I don't know, a few years ago or whatever. And it dawned on me at that moment that just because your mother may not be around right now doesn't necessarily mean that all of the things that was taught down to you, all of the things that she believed, all of the things that whatever you were taught through her do not still have an influence on your everyday life. So, and I'm not saying that our mothers are not important. Our mothers are super important. I love my mom to death. Like, without my mother, I don't know where I would be. But at the same time, there's a definite need for boundaries, and there's a definite need for understanding where she's coming from as well. Because a lot of the time, I've talked about this in the forgiveness video, but a lot of the time I would be, upset with her about things that she's done, and I would hold on to that, as a resentment, but really, it's just her being her. And if I want to be accepted for who I am, as I am without judgments, well, I need to be able to do the same for her. Her whole life produced her belief systems, her, all of those things. So, and the same for me. So I really can't judge my mother. I have no place to judge. Nobody has any place to judge anybody, really. There's only one judge, and he's up there, and that's it. So, if we're judging our mother for things that she's done or whatever, I think that we really need to look inwards in forgiveness and see, is that affecting me in my everyday life? Am I not moving forward? Am I blocked? Do I have fears that are surrounding that? And will forgiveness help me move forward in, a more authentic direction to myself? Like for me at the moment, I'll give an example. I feel the need to, I've been divinely guided that I need to move. So I feel that I need to make a big move, like out of the province. I'm in Canada, so to a different province. I feel like it's somewhere, like I need to move somewhere else in Canada. I'm not exactly sure where. I have a few ideas, but I know that my mother would freak out. She doesn't want me to leave because we're very close. But at the same time, I know my intuition is telling me, and especially for my business and for the weather and for so many other reasons and new experience and for so many different reasons, I feel for whatever reason that my next, I need change and I need to move. And a lot of the fears associated with that have to do with my mom. And I know that she doesn't want to hold me back in any way. She doesn't want me to be like not happy. She doesn't want me to not pursue my dreams or whatever it is, but it's her own, and it's my own too, our own fears of, like disconnecting, when in reality, I mean, even if I was like to move away, I could still talk to her every day. I could still video with her. I could still take a plane and come back any freaking time. Sorry for the swearing. I want. So a lot of it is just kind of stuff that's like made up in our mind and conditioning and our old ways of thinking. And it just requires, like some patience with each other and some understanding from where the other person's coming from, and love, because I love her. And I'm sure all of you guys that have difficulties with your mother, even if you're like so angry at her, deep down we love our moms. We love our moms. Even if sometimes we don't like our moms, we love our moms. So the message today is reflect. Reflect on the relationship with your mother. How is it affecting you in your everyday life? Can it be better? Is forgiveness required? Is understanding required? Is letting go required? Is detachment required? Is boundaries required? What is required? Because there's a definite message for my followers and everybody surrounding me right now that mom relationship needs some work, including my own. So that's it for today. I hope you guys are enjoying your Christmas. I'm going to be following up this video with I'm working on right now an awakening symptoms, because I think a lot of people are going through the awakening process right now on the planet. I know that there's other people I've seen on YouTube and things like that, but I feel like for some reason I really need to do this, because there's a lot of people around me going like, there's stuff going on with me in my life and I really don't get it. And I'm like, oh, you're going through an awakening, that's amazing. And they're like, what do you mean? So that's going to be my next video. I'm going to be working on that very shortly. Really, I'm going to write down everything I want to say, because I don't want to miss anything. And I have trouble like concentrating and putting things down on paper and being organized. So I'm really going to work on that. I'm trying really hard for you guys. Thank you guys for all your Christmas messages and love and hearts. And my inbox is full of beautiful things. So I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Okay, bye.